Hi, I'm Linda Padgett, and this is the Living Christian Virtue Series. Today's virtue is diligence. The opposite of diligence is slothfulness. Those sloths, you guys have seen those pictures of, they've become very popular, these big, giant, little, cute little sloths, the pictures of little babies or the full-grown ones are so cute. But slothfulness is not a great virtue. Basically, what is slothfulness? Being lazy. Lazy. I have 9 kids. And my one right in the middle is Colby. Colby is the sweetest boy. I don't know where God's going to lead him. Right now, he's 16 years old, and I think he would make a great priest one day, but he'd make an awesome husband too. He's a good kid. He's one of my more easy ones. He's easygoing. He's also an extreme introvert. But when he was a little boy, he was going to Catholic school at the time, and he was standing, his principal came and told me the story after the fact, and she says that they were standing in line, kind of getting ready to start the day. So all the kids were lined up, and he was in first grade at the time. And she said to me that every day he would tell her that he's a different animal. He would pretend to be a different animal every day. And so that day she went up to him and she said, "Colby, what animal are you today?" And he says, "Well, today I'm a sloth." And then he started walking to the classroom super slow, in slow motion. And she says everything he did that day was really slow, exaggerated slow. That's my Colby. He's so funny. He thinks very differently. And I think that's what we love about him. But again, being a sloth can be cute when you're a first grader, but not so cute when you're an adult trying to live Christian values. Diligence. We must be diligent in the work and the pursuits that God has given us. We need to be hard workers. Being lazy is no place for us. Being lazy has no place in our Christian life. Sure, it's good to relax. It's good to have breaks. It's good to take vacations. But an overall sense of laziness, an overall sense of slothness is very detrimental to our souls. If we stop caring, really slothness shows that we've stopped caring about something as being of primary importance. And when we stop caring about things of our faith, then it's easy to drift into some real lukewarm behaviors. God calls us to excellence. He calls us to sanctity. And so we need to pursue those things and be diligent for our faith. Be diligent on the holy things and the good things that our faith calls us to do, calls us to be. We need to be holy. We have to keep in mind that almost every task in our life is an assignment from God. Whatever it is, if it's washing the dishes, if it's changing a dirty diaper, if it's working in a job that is frustrating and difficult, if it's dealing with an ornery husband, whatever it is, the tasks that we have are assignments from God. And so to work in those assignments diligently gives glory and honor to God and changes us in the process, makes us better people. But how do we grow in diligence? How do we become more diligent in the things that we should be diligent in? The first way is to weed out the wrong things. Now, I just said that God has given us assignments and that most of these assignments are meant to make us better. But we are easily distracted. We can easily leap things or put things onto us as a responsibility that are not important. I'm so good at doing that. I can see somebody over here doing something that I think, wow, that's really awesome. I love that ministry that they're doing, or I like how they're doing that with their family, or maybe I should take on that conviction. And it was never intended for me to do. I was never meant to do that, whatever it is. But I've taken on that responsibility and I become overwhelmed by it. And so other areas in my life start to be affected. They get neglected. Or I lose the perseverance and the diligence in that area because in the end, I really wasn't called to do that in the first place. So even though everything that we encounter is meant to make us better and make us holier people, we do waste our time on things that we're not called to do in the first place. So find what it is that's not supposed to be there. Weed out the stuff that's not meant to be a part of your life. What responsibilities have you taken on? What ministries have you envisioned for yourself? What callings, what lifestyle choices have you made that maybe aren't for you, aren't for your family? Once you determine what is important to keep and what is important to let go, you need to make a game plan. I'm a planner. I love planning, but I think planning is important, especially in most of these virtues. You need to plan how you're going to actually see them through. And so planning, having a game plan as to how to be diligent in those things. So for instance, for the example of how can I be a better diligent mom at feeding my family healthy? Plan meals. I just need to plan meals. I need to go grocery shopping for the right food, get the right meals, plan them, and follow through. Do what I set out to do. Being diligent is easier when I have a game plan. And then the final point that we need to consider when growing in diligence is that we need to give ourselves a break. We're going to fail. We're going to get tired. Slothfulness is going to try to work its way back in. We just got to be patient with ourselves. Just because we mess up doesn't mean we throw the whole idea out. Just because it's hard doesn't mean it's not something that God has called us to. We got to be merciful. We got to be patient with ourselves and know that growing in virtue, in all virtues, is something that has to happen gradually. It's not going to be instantaneous. One good game plan is not going to make you super diligent. So be merciful. Be merciful for yourself about the areas that you fail in. So weed out what shouldn't be there. Make a game plan of what should be there. And then give yourself a break when you just don't measure up. Thanks for watching. To see more videos like this or to sign up to receive the follow-up Bible study, please go to my website, linda360.com.